Hey, what's up, everyone? You know that sound? The one that makes you feel like a hero is about to show up, or that just makes you want to dance in a jazz club? Yep, we're talking about the trumpet. And let me tell you, its story is a whole lot more epic than you probably think.
All right, let's start with a quick quiz. I want you to look at the trumpet. It's all shiny metal, buttons, tubes, looks pretty complex, right? So what do you think is the real engine? Like, what's the main power source that makes this thing go? Is it the buttons? The big horn at the end? Go on, take a guess.
Okay, got your answer? Well, if you guessed any part of the actual metal instrument, you're close, but not quite. The real engine, the true power source, it's you, the player. Seriously, without a person behind it, a trumpet is just a fancy metal tube. The magic actually starts inside the musician.
So how does that even work? It's actually kind of wild. It all starts when you press your lips together and blow, making a buzzing sound. You know, like blowing a raspberry. That little buzz is the raw signal. Then, the trumpet itself acts like a massive amplifier. It takes that tiny bzzz and turns it into that huge, powerful sound we all recognize. And the power for this whole operation? That's just your breath. Your lungs are the battery pack.
Okay, so now we know how it works, but where did this thing even come from? Believe it or not, the trumpet has been around for thousands of years, and it's had a bunch of different jobs. Think of this as its superhero origin story.
So way back in the day, the first trumpets weren't even made of metal. We're talking animal horns, seashells, anything you could blow into to make a super loud noise. Its only job was to be an alarm system. Then the Romans leveled up and started making them out of bronze to command their soldiers. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, and they made these super long straight trumpets to send signals across huge battlefields. It wasn't really until the Baroque era that they started looking fancy and playing for kings and queens. But for literally thousands of years, the trumpet was just for signals, not for songs.
So for most of its history, the trumpet was kind of stuck in the tutorial level. It could do one thing really well, be loud. But then in the 1800s, it got a game-changing update, a massive patch that completely changed how you could play it.
Right, so before this big update, all you had was the natural trumpet. And let me tell you, it was limited. Imagine trying to play your favorite game, but your controller only has one joystick and no buttons. That's what it was like. You could only play a handful of notes. And get this, if you wanted to play a song in a different key, you had to literally stop playing, pull a piece of the trumpet out, and plug in a different sized tube called a crook. How annoying is that? You'd have to pause mid-concert just to change your hardware.
And this is where it all changes. Check out this before and after. Before the update with the natural trumpet, you had limited notes, you were swapping out parts all the time, and it was basically just a support character. But after they added just 3 little buttons, the valves, boom! Suddenly all the notes are unlocked. You can play anything super fast. It's like the trumpet went from being a side character to the main hero of the story, ready for its own solo adventure.
So, with this huge upgrade, the trumpet became a superstar. And just like any pro today, a professional trumpet player doesn't just have one piece of gear. Nope. They show up to a gig with a whole toolkit ready for anything.
It's like choosing your character for a mission. The B-flat trumpet? That's your all-rounder, good for almost any situation, like in your school band. But say you're in a huge orchestra and need to cut through the noise of 100 other players. You switch to the C trumpet. It's a bit brighter, a bit more intense. Then, if you need to hit those crazy super high notes, especially for old-school music like Bach, you bring out the specialist, the piccolo trumpet. It's tiny, but it's a powerhouse for high notes.
And the customization gets even cooler. You can also use these things called mutes. Think of them like Instagram filters, but for sound. You just pop one into the end of the trumpet. A straight mute gives you this kind of sharp, edgy sound. A cut mute makes it super chill and soft, perfect for jazz. And then there's the famous talking mute. That's where you get that classic wah-wah effect. It's basically a real-life voice changer for your instrument.
Okay, so we've covered the trumpet's epic history and its modern-day loadout. But what if you want to get in on the action? What if you want to start this quest yourself? Where do you even start?
All right, here's your beginner's tutorial. Step 1, you gotta hold it right. Stay relaxed. Step 2, posture is everything. Standing up straight literally powers up your lungs, giving you more breath to work with. Then comes the training montage. You'll practice holding out long notes to build up the muscles in your face. We call those your chops. And seriously, the best cheat code to get good fast? Don't play solo. Join your school band. It's way more fun to level up with a team.
And just like any high-tech gear, you've got to take care of it. Think of it like this. You wouldn't let your phone die or your gaming console get all dusty, right? Same thing here. You've got to oil the valve so your fingers can move lightning fast, grease the slides so you always play in tune, and yeah, wipe off those fingerprints to keep it looking fresh. It's a quick daily check that keeps your instrument in perfect condition. So, when you boil it all down, what's the one big takeaway? It's this. The trumpet is this incredible piece of technology that started as just a simple horn and evolved into this super flexible instrument. And the most amazing part? It's all powered by you. It's a direct line from your breath, your energy, into this massive, awesome sound.
This instrument has been getting updates for thousands of years. So my final question for you is, if you are the developer, what would be in the next patch? What's the killer feature for the Trumpet 2.0? What could the trumpet of the future do that it can't do today? Let me know what you think. Thanks for hanging out.